We're here at the Fab Lab in Sunderland today at the HCI Maker Day, which is funded by the Creative Fuse Northeast project, which is a collaboration between the 5 regional universities, Newcastle University, Durham University, Northumbria, Teesside, and then here at University of Sunderland. The Maker Day is the first day of the British HCI conference, which is Human-Computer Interaction, which is being hosted in the University of Sunderland for the next week.
We try to bring creative and digital sectors to collaborate with larger or smaller organizations and create growth and innovation in the region.
Behind me is a hackathon, so it's lots of different disciplines coming together to look at behaviour change and around kind of like 4 key themes that we've identified. So we've got digital empowerment, which is around getting more people involved in the Internet of Things. We've got cyber hygiene, how to remain safe and kind of clean, if you will, on the internet. We've got fostering communities, so how can we kind of like bring communities together through the internet where normal, more traditional methods aren't necessarily working. Finally, play and Pretence, which is around how can we foster kind of positive change using play and kind of what that means in terms of the internet. What's real and what's imaginary isn't really an issue anymore.
So for the delegates of a human-computer interaction conference that happens in the next days, to have a dialogue around those spaces and ideally explore the possibility for new collaborations and new partnerships to create around those themes and around those solutions, and perhaps those solutions can actually become real products.
So the Fab Lab is a space where people can access a whole range of digital fabrication equipment. We have laser cutters here, 3D printers, we've got an electronics bench, and also we've got a team of myself and the techs who can help people turn their ideas into sort of physical objects in a fairly fast turnaround.
So for me, the theme of digital make-believe offers a real opportunity to be an overarching phrase that can connect with lots of different kinds of perspectives. I think it's really about how we can make believe a better future, and how can making and technologies and you know, personal fabrication equipment, where is the role for those kind of things in a make-believe future that's better for everyone.
So the aim today is for people to be here. They're going to come along and they're going to work together with a group of people who they may never have met before, be presented with a theme which they've never heard before, but by 9 p.m. tonight, each team will have made something, their idea real. We're really excited about sharing this technology with people, especially if people haven't used digital techniques before, then actually it's very accessible and it's very easy to make objects.
Right, so we're just right after the lunch now, and the teams are really working on their initial ideas, and they're trying to realize them, really kind of try to make them tangible. They're exploring different technologies and different resources that the Fab Lab has available here. We've got the Fab Lab experts giving some really good suggestions and ideas of how they can actually make their ideas true. And yeah, so far so good. It looks really exciting.
A lot of my ideas start from materials, so I want to know what materials are going to be on offer, and that helps me to start thinking about what possibilities exist for the certain time frame that we're given, which in this case is just one day. These top trumps cards where we were able to draw a picture of ourselves and then write a little bit of information about ourselves, and that was fun because you could see what pictures other people had drawn. And people were kind of commenting on other people's pictures, and then that led into allowing us to pick topics. So we were placing our images on different topics, which led us into groups where we started an ideation phase that was led through a series of design thinking exercises. Yeah, so our group come from really different perspectives. We have HCI researchers, artists, academics, and so we've all come to an idea, but it's not clear that we're all on the same page about that idea. So we're just kind of moving ahead. Maybe everyone's kind of creating their own thing, but I think it'll come together in the end.
Discussed within our teams where there was maybe gaps or potential, and then started to come out with ideas, drawing out ideas, thinking about what tools we had available and how we could use them to make our idea. Yeah, the process is brilliant. It's great to work in a team where people have a different skill set. So because I'm from a design background, my coding skills aren't quite as good as other people's. So to have those skill sets within other people in the team, it's brilliant to be able to take the idea further than I would be able to do it by myself.
In this direction, I think we came up with the idea of hygiene as related to safe sex, which is a little bit provocative of an idea. I don't know, there's a sort of social taboo associated with social awareness, etc. So we're trying to tag one social issue to what we see as a relevant other social issue and just try to mirror that, some of those ideas of making people aware or more self-aware by using some of their ideas embedded in that.
So our theme was play in Pretence, and we looked at how we could manifest different objects into a physical space, looking at true and false and what's real or not real. So we used different methods of coding and some Arduino robots to distinguish where they were in a physical space. So how we really feel that this could impact people is to bring a bit of fun to it, so playing on the play in Pretence.
Our team was digital empowerment. So we started talking organically around empowering women, particularly young girls around 6 to 12, so the primary school to secondary school sort of level around IT, because there is an issue of getting women into computing and engineering sort of subjects. Literally created Ada B. Ada coming from Ada Lovelace, and the product that we have is a bee. And Ada B is a new generation classroom pet, and she's a multifunctional sensor device, but she's also really a teaching kid to teach children of those ages. So all children, not just targeted at girls. So I think one of the biggest ways our Ada B is going to impact behavior is to push for playful, deconstructive exploration.
Brian, I'm with the digital hygiene team, and we're thinking about what kind of things related to digital hygiene might be important to us. In the same way as you brush your teeth each morning, what kind of digital things could you be doing? So we've gone with this idea of a digital condom, which is sort of a symbol of sort of you protecting yourself against, I guess, the digital nasties. I think we can change people's behavior using this kind of methodology as a sort of a fun thing rather than a prescribing thing. So all the things are sort of a bit playful.
Our purpose is to use technology to bring the local and the global communities together and make them feel inclusive. The theme the group had was community and how to integrate and use digital technology to rescue communities which are in crisis, really. My initial idea was to use the human heart, which is aesthetically a fantastic symbol, I think, of community. So what we've done is my colleagues have done a 3D mock-up of a heart, and I've just finished doing the narration for the ideas behind the heart, which is going to be an interactive heart, a public sculpture, but it'll be a bottomless pit of apps and things to do.
It seems that it was really interesting, really fun for them, really engaging, and the projects are kind of a thing they answer for themselves. Being that really interesting projects, really interesting outputs. And that thing is the proof that something went really nice today here. So yeah, absolutely great.
So for the HCI conference, it's the first time we've brought together creatives and HCI people, and it's really having a positive impact, and we're looking forward to a really exciting week on it. So we're taking all the outputs from the Maker Day and we're going to show them to the conference and get lots of people's feedback and then really improve them and then try to keep them going.
Okay, so we're coming to the end of the Fab Lab day, the Maker Day in the Fab Lab, and it's been a fantastic day. We've had a lot of energy, we've got great groups in the room, we've had 4 fantastic ideas come through. I think all of the equipment in the Fab Lab has been accessed by somebody at some point during the day to make their idea happen and turn it into a reality. We've had a lot of laughing, we've had a lot of coffee drunk, and now we're waiting for pizza. So it's wrapping up, it's coming to an end, and I think everyone has a well-deserved beer at the end of it on the way.
Maker's Day is
Fun, engaging, and building.
Playful, unexpected, and utterly fruitful. I know that's 4, but really fruitful.
Fun, challenging, inspiring.
Inspiring, exciting, eye-opening.
Innovative, creative and brilliant.
Provocative,
True,
Play,
busy,
real,
magic,
experimental,
challenging,
Creative,
multidisciplinary,
Fun, inspiring, and productive.
caffeine driven.
collaboration.
creative fuse.